Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPrath. My name's Kenan, his son and the producer of the show. Now, for anyone who might be out there joining us for the very first time, be sure to say something in the chat so I know you're here. The first time, it's always free. And going forward after that, it's just $10 per reading, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month, which I feel like is a pretty sweet deal since we do the show 3 times per week. Every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. That's Arizona time. Now, tonight's title, Certainly Uncertain. Christopher's got some great things to say about that. So remember that readings are a great way to invest in yourself, your healing, and your future. And thank you all so very much for your contributions. Enjoy the show, and here's Christopher.
Great evening to everybody. Happy Wednesday. I light the incense. This is some of the last of the Rinpoche incense that was given to me. The Rinpoche moved on. He passed on a few months ago. And he was one of the teachers to the Dalai Lama and to the Karmapa. So this is giving you guidance, this incense, in these certainly uncertain times, this certainly uncertain time on the earth, just even for you. So this is to give you guidance and great blessings. So thank you so much for being here. It's not what happens to us, it's how we deal with it. And I talked a little bit about this enlightenment or the journey to ascension, that we're here actually to experience that enlightenment and that ascension without leaving the human body. Because as my studies and my experiences have shown, when you die, you don't suddenly become enlightened. There have been people that have passed over that they've kind of had to go to school. Whether you call that like looking at their lives just like you would, in A Christmas Carol, and Scrooge experienced viewing his life and what he could do better. It doesn't necessarily mean that when you die, you're all of a sudden, boom, enlightened. So I wanted to share this card with you tonight. It's the group card, and it's Arcturian light codes. Now, Arcturus is a star in the northern hemisphere. It's the brightest star in the northern hemisphere. And it's said that there's a planet with highly evolved, blue beings that are of the fifth dimension or higher. And they send out star seeds. And these star seeds are actually aiding other planets and other races to this ascension level. So what I wanted to share with you tonight is this is a group card. So this is Arcturian guidance to all of you. And you can do some research on it. It's Arcuturian, Arcturus, Arcturian. These are very tall blue beings, and I won't get into it, but yes, I have seen them. I know they exist. But how do you know they exist? Well, this is being free of being certainly uncertain. If you're experiencing any ringing in your ears, if you picture or you're seeing like flashes of light, maybe in the corner of your eye, or flickers of light, or just being just for those two things. Let me check my notes here, as I'm leaving one out. Oh, big one. I knew I was leaving one out. It's when you sense that someone else is in the room with you, or you sense another presence, and you're having the ringing in the ears and maybe seeing the flashes of light. That's Arcturian, and you're receiving downloads. Now, what are the downloads? Certainly uncertain. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's, and I've mentioned this before, is when your computer's upgrading, right? It's downloading different programs to help it run more smoothly. So we may not know sometimes what those downloads are. But when something happens, like for instance, a death of a loved one, or a very traumatic event, those are star seeds in action, which cause a dissipation of structure, the old way of being, into something new. And that's what's happening. So just trust the process. I know sometimes it's a little difficult to do, but it's like Sherlock Holmes says, something's afoot, Watson. Sometimes is afoot. So text me, call me, let me know some of your experiences. All right, who's first? I know Ambrosy's first. Yeah, Scott's first. He and I are leaving tomorrow for Sholo, Arizona, for the Sholo Film Festival. And we are really, really looking forward to it, really excited. So, Ambrosi, you got the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Your guides are telling you to... So we go to the zoo. We have big plans for the day. We're taking the kids to the zoo. We get there and it's closed. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the beach. Warning signs up, strong currents. And then you go get ice cream. It's experiencing life as it comes and not getting hooked into a format of thinking how it has to be. It's going with the flow and just being absolutely present, because these things occur as a test to pull us out of ourselves at times. This is you being absolutely present with who you are and trusting that the right words will be given you, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. It's given to you in that moment. And that is an example, like when you say something and you go, where did that come from? Those are the downloads. That's an example of the downloads, and you're upgrading. Okay? So anyone on the show that is experiencing any ringing in the ears, any like weird flickers of light, and just that feeling that someone's present. Hey, Arcturian, welcome. All right, who's next?
Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn. Happy Wednesday. Marilyn, you got the galactic mushroom. I love this. It's called the Divine Matrix. So when you're doing your quilting, you know how you look at the pattern, you lay out the pieces, and you create this, basically a matrix, right, in the form of a quilt, or anybody that does any type of sewing. Laurel, in your singing, it's a sound matrix. Lindsay, when you're painting, it is a form matrix. Anyone that does anything, if you're making a living by selling, John, your words, the flow of your words, it's all a matrix. Trust, Marilyn, that this is all divine. When Larry had his heart attack, you were standing right beside him. You're a nurse. You knew exactly what to do. You had neighbors that came over to help, and you saved his life. There's this divine and a divinity to everything. And that's the when we go back to the group card, we are evolving into a greater state of being. But sometimes these foundations, the old foundations, need to be knocked out. And notice, Marilyn, even in your most mundane tasks, washing the dishes, sweeping the floor, driving to the store, going shopping, it's all a divine matrix. You are where you need to be. You're experiencing what you signed up to experience. So this is incredible gratefulness for the quilt. This is heavenly gratitude for you from this life quilt that you have made, and the intricacies and the things that you've gone through and the difficulty, right, in some of these stitching or some of these intricate patterns. It's one of the main reasons I like to go to a state fair, is I really do like to go and look at people's creations like the quilts, because you look at these patterns and they're very brain integrative. So one of the things I would encourage you to do is look at patterns that so when you look at, like, when you're looking at an X, okay, or any pattern that crosses over itself, that is brain integrated, because your eyes, it's picking up right brain crossing over to left brain crossing over to right brain. Okay, so any patterns, even quilting, integrates your brain. It upgrades your brain. Okay.
Next you have Jeff Reynolds.
Jeff Reynolds. Hey, Jeff. We get to see you this weekend. A couple of days. This is called Stars in the Sky, Jeff. Limitless possibility. This is your motto. Universe, show me how to think bigger. Oh, no. Show me how to experience more. Show me how to experience bigger. Universe, show me now my limited thinking and release it. Universe, show me now my limited thinking and release it. So, Jeff, thank you for being here, pulling this card, because this message is for everyone. Universe, show me now my limited thinking and release it. How else can I think about this? So you're facing an issue. How else can I think about this? Relationships. A relationship doesn't work out. Awesome. Because it's showing you what you don't want. Money. If with this is with anything, but let's say it's money. How else can I think about this? Universe, show me now to bring how to bring more money in. Do it now. It's a demand. All right. Who's next?
You can do Abby and Marilyn if you'd like.
Hey, Abby. Hey, Marilyn. Nice to have you on the early. That's awesome. So, Marilyn, take a picture of this card if you would. If you can. I now easily and comfortably release all I no longer need. And anywhere, Marilyn, where you have collected all the newspapers from 1960 through 1975, can you throw those out now? So this is letting go. And I easily and comfortably let go. I easily and comfortably let go of all I no longer need. I easily and comfortably let go of all I no longer need. You're going to discover, you're going to get aha moments. So I read this story one time where this woman was shopping with her mother. And the woman was like, oh, look at that cute little owl on the shelf over there. And so the mother went and got her an owl. The mother then, for the next 30 years, tells everybody that her daughter loves owls. And if you're going to get her anything for Christmas, birthday, anniversary, get her an owl. This woman said, I have 400 owls throughout the house and outside, and in every form you can imagine. So anywhere, Marilyn, where you have innocently said something, and you don't have to remember it. But okay, let me I just release and clear all I no longer need, especially the 400 owls. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that this is changing your persona, surrendering your old self, and absolutely developing a brand new Marilyn. Really an incredible card. So the message is going out then to all of you. This is evolving. The whole theme of this show is evolving into a greater state of being. Okay, my dear Abby. Well, you definitely have womb to grow, Abby. This is the cosmic womb. Um, so it's this creative mode that you're moving into, but much more creative. Oh, so I read for this woman one time, and I said, "Well, you're pregnant." She goes, "No, I'm not." I go, "Yeah, you are." She's like, "No, I'm not." We had this big argument. Anyway, she ended up going to get a pregnancy test after she left the reading, and she was pregnant. This is a sensitivity that you have that you don't need to go get a pregnancy test. It's something you know. You feel like something is birthing, or there's some women that know the instant they get pregnant. They're that sensitive. You are that sensitive. And anywhere where you say you're not that sensitive, can you cancel, clear, delete that?
Abby says she's not pregnant.
Oh, you're not pregnant, Abby? Okay.
It's good that she's that sensitive to know.
Yeah. Kennan's like, we're so glad you're that sensitive to know that. So, all right. So, any of you that don't know Abby, she's just over. She's over 35. I'll put it that way. Okay.
So Laurel's next. If you want to just go next. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. So this is you giving birth to new possibilities, and you feel it. Just give it some time. Give it a few weeks. Be free of stressing over it. It's happening. All right, Laurel?
You got it.
Okay, Laurel. Okay. Caterpillar. Okay, all right. So I don't know if you have one of those Oriental cats that do this. It's the Hello Kitty.
Lucky cat thing.
Lucky Cat. It's, if you look it up, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the fortune. It's the opportunity. It'd be really great for you to get one of those if you don't have one. They crack me up. I mean, they're funny. To me, they're funny, but they're also very kind of joyous, which is totally you. From these performances, you're having opportunity, and it's not just in one area. So there is an opportunity here musically, financially, romantically, spiritually.
Putting in a description for. Oh, it says no, I don't. It's interesting. Here's the lucky cat.
So the Chinese waving cat, yeah. It's actually a Japanese figurine called Maneki Neko. It's also known as the welcoming cat, lucky cat, money cat, happy cat, beckoning cat, The Maneki Neko dates back to the 17th century and has since become one of the most popular features in Asian business. The figurine is believed to bring good fortune and prosperity to its owner. The cat has its paw raised as if it's waving good fortune for its owner. In Japan, unlike Western cultures, the way to beckon over to you is palm forward. So we, how we do, hey, come here, Laurel. They do it, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. That's the Oriental way. So it's beckoning fortune, it's beckoning opportunity. And so even this card, know that it exists now in your field. And it's not that it's coming, it's just materializing. Because it's in your energetic field. Okay, who's next?
Austin is.
Hey, Austin.
I don't think Lindsay's out there tonight.
So anywhere, Austin, that you were bullied, are you willing to completely release all of that energy? And so what I'm seeing here is it's like you've done a really good job with who you are and what you've done and what you've accomplished, but this is back here. There's some kind of bullying from the back. It's like back. It's energy of people talk. Not everyone, but there's two people in particular, because it takes two people to talk or communicate. Talking behind your back. And it's family. Okay, so anywhere where that energy, and you're not really consciously aware of it, but this reading is helping you move it out of your field. Because you're becoming more and more sensitive. And sometimes when we're sensitive, we don't know, we feel something's off, but we don't know what it is. So anywhere where there's been any talking behind your back, degradation, sarcasm. Oh, sarcasm. Sarcasm means to rip apart. So any sarcasm, are you willing to let go, release, return to sender? Okay, good. Diane? Okay, hey, Danny. All right, this is Mom coming through. So remember the time on the river, maybe it was Libby Creek, I can't remember the name of the creek, but where we were tubing on the river, or we had floaties. My mom really couldn't swim. And she went under and rolled along the bottom of the creek. And she popped up, like she was fine. But we can still laugh about it today. Or at the time we took her to the ocean, and she's like waist waist deep in the ocean, really loving it. She turns around, she's talking to us, we're on the shore, and this giant wave comes out of nowhere, just plants her face down. And my mom was a beautician, so she always had her hair immaculate, right? And she didn't want to go in the ocean all the way because she didn't want to get her hair wet and her makeup running. Well, we were laughing hysterically because, yeah, if you get planted in the ocean, you are a mess when you come out. She had sand everywhere, and she's coming through and telling these stories, and go with the flow. This is going with the flow and laughing about it. So more joy, more laughter coming in when you do a face plant. And not literally. I'm not saying literally. Cancel, clear, delete that. But I mean, when things don't go a certain way, go, there's a reason for it. It's fine. Yes, the zoo was closed. Yes, the beach was closed. But you know what? I'm getting ice cream. So there you go. Who's next?
Jared and Kat.
Hey, Jared. Hey, Kat. Jared, who's your partner? Universe is your partner. Everybody on the show, from the very beginning to the very end, everyone on the show, who's your partner? The universe is your partner. First and foremost, your connection make your requests more precise. And you say this, however you want it, or something better. As a partner, show it to me, give it to me now. There's something with I don't know what this is. It's a yellow serum or a gold serum of some kind. Like a cosmetic thing, a skincare thing that's important for you to look into. And I don't know if that's part of the cosmetic training you're going through, or there's a new technology that has this golden serum, or yeah, there's something with that. Okay. All right, Kat. Can't is won't. So when people say, well, I can't do that, they're really saying, I won't do that. Anywhere where you're saying, well, that can't happen, or that happens to other people, but that can't happen for me, are you willing to release and clear that? This is radical acceptance. This is you wanting a stuffed pony and actually getting a real pony. It's how can universe show me now how I can think better? how I can think bigger. Show me the other possibilities.
Collagen production, Jared.
Oh, in collagen production for subdermal treatments. Oh my God, that's it. That's it. That's it's like gold, Jared. Okay, that's it. All right, and then for cat, anywhere where you've been told that you can't do something as a kid, this is parental stuff. Now, I'm not talking about being 3 years old and walking in the road by yourself. I'm not talking about that stuff. But anywhere where there was like gender misidentification, as far as like, well, a girl can't do that, right? A boy does that. Are you willing to release and clear all of that? Well, I'll help you here. Just give you some of that. And this is where say yes, and somehow it'll all work out. I mean, I might need to call you on this one, so give you a little more information on it. Okay.
Yes, John Clitlinger.
Hey, John. John has just gotten back from Grand Teton, took the most amazing pictures of animals. I shared some of them on Facebook, and hopefully you are all friends with John Clitlinger on Facebook, and you'll see some of his pictures. I mean, grizzly bears, grizzly cubs, elk, moose, fox. Unbelievable. He's an incredible photographer. Amazing. So, John got back. And there we got an owl. Every word out of your mouth, John, is a prayer. This is changing your dream. And real estate has been very good for you. But as I talked earlier, what else is there? Universe, show me what else there is. Because you light up when you're taking these photography, and I swear to God, you call these animals, and I think they pose for you. I think that they've gone through fashion school and they know how to pose. I really believe. Well, my point is if the universe gives you these animals that happen to cross your path, and such a variety this time, what else can the universe show you to bring across your path and be free of thinking that it's just real estate? What else is there? And be open for it. Okay.
Harlan's next, and then Lon is last.
Who?
Harlan. And then
Harlan?
Lon.
Okay. Harlan, awesome, Harlan. It's great to have you. And then I'll tell you what I'm thinking about after we read for Harlan and then Lana. All right. So Harlan, you got to move it, move it. Put on music. I want you to move. I want you to dance to music. Listen to music more. Take up the guitar. Go get a guitar. Start playing the guitar, Harlan. And Laurel will tell you, right? Laurel is an incredible performer. The healing of music is really important for you right now. And move to it, dance to it. and play that every day. And then look at playing the guitar. Okay, who's next?
On it. Yeah.
Okay, Lanny. Unmarked trail, Anna. Revelation. Get back to your writing. The reason your guides are showing me is like the book of Revelation. It's the last book in the Bible, but the Bible's made up of 66 other books, and they're short, right? So be free of thinking to have to write a whole book. Write short stories. Write like chapters or a paragraph or a page. That's a story. One paragraph, 2 paragraphs is a page. Get back to writing your memoirs. And again, you can get a tape recorder and just record yourself. You can even record yourself on your phone. When you're driving and you're thinking of these stories, get on your phone and just record these stories. And then there's software that you can get. Matt and Mark, I'm sure, will help you to be able to plug that in, and it will write out your stories that you're telling verbally. This is going to help create balance in your family to be able to hear these stories, but beyond the family. Okay, you're a good writer. You're a good writer. All right, is that everybody?
That's everybody. Yeah, you said
Okay.
it.
So what I want to do is during these readings, when I pull it up, I do a card for you. I want to be able to spend a little bit more time. And my plan is not this coming weekend because we're in town or we're out of town, but the weekend after, and the weekend after that, and the weekend after that is to do Zoom meetings with just 5 of you at a time. It would be about an hour and a half. And I would do a much more in-depth reading. But that group of 5 with Zoom, you'd be able to see each other and get to meet each other. And I'll put it out to a few more people that sometimes can't be on the show. But I wanted to see if you'd be interested in doing something like that. And you can text me or call me. It would be like $50 a person for about an hour and a half. And it would be much more in-depth. But it would be because I would take each of you one at a time, but also as a group in that small group of 5 to see what energy for you needs to move, because I can spend a little bit more time. Like when I was on the phone, when I was doing Austin, I could sense something was like back there. But because I'm on a 1-hour show, I can't spend as much time as I want to, or sometimes need to. So if any of you would be interested, just call me or text me or instant message me. Kenan and I can set that up. I'm thinking like Saturday, a week from this Saturday, around noon, my time, which is 3 o'clock Eastern time. Sunday, we could do around noon, the same time, if that works. And the following weekend, I can schedule it on the weekends anytime that works best for you. So think about that, and now Sunday I won't be here. So there will be no show on Sunday because Ambrosi and I are going to be up in Sholo attending this Sholo Film Festival. So send lots of good vibes, good juju. The script has been entered. We will find out what awards we won with that script. And then that allows us to be able to use that in whatever awards we've won to be able to raise the money to help actually do the movie. So great blessings to all of you. I will do my best to be here on Monday, but we'll do a makeup show on probably the following Thursday. So love you all. Have a blessed week, and we'll talk soon.